Welcome. I'm going to be sharing with you a series of steps that help me create a happy, harmonious, and prosperous life. There were a lot of filters in the way that I was not aware of. Filters from the past thoughts, past emotions that needed a little bit of adjustment. Yes. So it's going to come to you in a series of steps. I'm going to try to make it easy. And I would suggest that you write the topic on a card and carry it with you during the day, because it's going to be a training in awareness of what you're doing to yourself and how you can change, transform, enlighten, and share that enlightenment with others. So get ready to go. First step is coming up. See you soon. So here we go. It's all based on A Course in Miracles. Back in the 1980s, I spent a whole year doing a course a day, 365 lessons. But I was determined because I began to notice that there was unknown fear in my consciousness. And where did this come from? And what am I going to do about this? So the course really lightened me up, gave me great wisdom and a basis from which to grow. About a couple months after I finished, I met some people in Phoenix, and they wanted me to, since I was the only one in the area that had finished the 365 lessons, they wanted me to facilitate a support group. And we began to start the support group, and the people kept commenting, this is overwhelming, 365 days and lessons. I don't know if I can keep up with this. I don't know if I can make a commitment that I'm going to do this. My inner wisdom said, well, let's see if we can come up with something that they can commit to. And I came up with about 30 lessons and said, would you be willing to commit to 30 lessons and see what happens? So we began. This is Course in Miracles plus 40 years worth of experience after Course in Miracles, because I'm 80 now, at least in November the 12th, I will be 80. And let's begin with this. Let's say step one. Step one in my journey was realizing that I'm determining how I experience life by the way I interpret it. No one else was seeing my life but me. Several people might be looking at the same situation, and each of us might be interpreting it differently. Somebody's seeing love, hate, anger, criticism, just like a car accident. 5 different witnesses will tell you 5 different things. So in life, I had to stop pushing the blame off on other people and realize I am determining this by how I interpret it. Now, am I interpret it from the glass half full or the glass half empty? Am I looking for the good that's happening, or am I in the realm of criticism? Here's kind of a quick little parable. 2 people were walking along the same beach one evening. One exclaimed, "What a gorgeous sunset! I love the feeling of wind in my hair and the sand under my feet." And the other grumbled, "Look at all that garbage people leaves on the beach. The ocean smells terrible. I hate having to wash my feet to get the sand off after we're done." Do you see yourself in either of those? Half full, half empty. So each of those people was determining how they see life. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take one day, be very aware of your thoughts, and notice that you're determining if you're making yourself happy or sad with the comments that go on in your brain. Where do those comments come from? We're going to go into that a little bit later, maybe in step 2, 3, and 4. But right now, spend the first day looking at how you are determining what you are experiencing by how you interpret life. So, in continuation of the first topic about how I experience life by the way I interpret it, which comes first, thoughts or feelings? Have you thought about that? When you believe something, you have a feeling about it. If you believe that somebody's mean, then you have a feeling about that person being mean. We've been conditioned with ways to look at life. Parents, teachers, peers. Parents might say, "Oh, be careful, don't go out there alone," or "This is the religious belief you're supposed to have," or "the political belief you're supposed to have." Your teachers may give you ideas about the world or how to be educated. And your peers, sometimes if you're a parent, you might have had the experience where everything seems fine at home until the children come home one day and everything you say is wrong because their peers have told them something different. And then you've got that dilemma to handle. So we've got conditioned beliefs. Some people tell you prejudices about someone's skin or somebody's country, and then we have our peers. We really want our peers to like us, so we kind of accept their ideas about things. There are some people who learn to think for themselves. Good for them. But for the most part, we want to please people. And our beliefs sometimes are formed without our even realizing it. And for those of us who are supposedly grown-ups, have you noticed how sometimes you repeat the very thing your mother or father or adults from your past have said, and you go, "Oh no, look what I'm doing." Yep, we do that. So the past kind of formulates how we see the now. And we need to examine maybe some of those ideas we need to let go of so that we're freer in the now to see the now as it really is. Okay, let's sum this up so we remember what we're going to do for one day, at least one day. Allow yourself to remember, or maybe even write it down on a card and bring it with you. I am determining how I experience life by the way I interpret it. Begin to notice if past thoughts are the filters that are creating your experience. We'll be looking at those filters more closely later. Have a great day. See you next time.